blares out over the noise of 20 excited hens, many of whom are still enthusiastically waving inflatable penises about an hour and a half into the journey, despite the early start time. Saskia sits at the back of the minibus, presiding over the festivities, still hammering away at the WhatsApp group for the very hen party that they're already on. She can see people ignoring her texts, people who don't appreciate the importance of running a tight ship. This is exactly how people end up drinking Blossom Hill directly from the bottle on the pavement outside a club they're too drunk to get into. And that will never happen on her watch. Not again. She cannot associate herself with that behaviour now that she's a businesswoman with 2 children, a house in Holland Park, and 2,000 followers on Instagram. What would it say for her new high-end events planning business if her first hen do in her official capacity is absolutely feral? Especially with this one being so public. When Tansy's engagement announcement went viral just hours after posting, it made perfect sense for Saskia, as one of Tansy's oldest and dearest friends, to plan the hen do. Tansy agreed almost immediately, realising that with Saskia's elite organisational skills, she was of course the best person for the job. But now that the whole run-up to the wedding is so high-profile, with thousands of followers watching on, Saskia needs to make sure it remains classy. At least she knows they're relatively safe in the woods. No internet connection and no alcohol. The perfect, scandal-free time. They just have to get there without anyone tagging her in pictures of inflatable penises on Instagram. "Oh, look, I'm quite beautiful," Tansy pipes up next to her, trussed up in her bride-to-be sash and same penis forever tiara, the armour of the British hen do. "Stunning," gushes Eva, Tansy's newest and youngest friend. Tansy tilts the phone so that Saskia can see the bridal filter they've been taking endless selfies with. Not only has it added a veil to her head, but it's also contoured her cheeks, made her eyes 50% larger, and given her fresh lip fillers. "A natural beauty," Saskia chimes without a hint of irony. "God, I would kill for some lip fillers, but they're so not organic. I mean, everyone says 26 is too young to start on them anyway, but I definitely need to get something done before I'm 30, Eva chatters. "Otherwise you just start decomposing, apparently." 34-year-old bride-to-be Tansy says nothing. She simply continues beaming into the camera with the sort of contented smile that can only come from someone unaware that macrame is afoot. She met Eva, a content creator and the reason her engagement post went viral, 6 months ago at an ayahuasca retreat, where they developed such a powerful bond that Eva tells anyone who'll listen that she considers it more of a soulmate situation than a friendship. Since then, they've hung out together at Tansy's successful vegan café nearly every day. Looking at Tansy's face IRL, Saskia thinks she could certainly do with a wellness break before the big day. She thought a plant-based diet was supposed to be good for your skin, but Tansy's definitely looking a little pallid these days. It must be the stress of the wedding getting to her. In Saskia's opinion, everyone should have a meditation teacher like she does. She glances down the bus at the other women she and Tansy grew up with. Lauren, Farah, and Dominica are all slumped in their seats, glued to their phones but ignoring her messages, just like she knew they would. They've been friends for over 30 years, but Saskia is definitely proof that nature trumps nurture. They all had almost exactly the same upbringing and spent every day of their childhoods together. But look at how much higher she's flown. Sometimes she pictures herself as an eagle, soaring above her friends in the world of upper-class bankers' wives and boutique business owners. At least Tansy's marrying someone with a trust fund and his own vegan brand. An entrepreneur. And she's definitely keeping better company with Eva, aka @EvaBliss, who's got hundreds of thousands of Instagram followers, and the type of skin Saskia pays $40,000 a year for. Dominica, a divorce lawyer, is getting into the spirit of the weekend by frantically trying to send as many emails to her clients as possible before her phone signal disappears. Today couldn't be a worse day for her to be going away somewhere phones are banned.